Doctors often tell older people to eat less salt, and it's for a good reason. Too much salt can cause problems for our bodies. Taking small steps towards a balanced sodium intake can lead to significant improvements in our well-being. Gradually replacing high-sodium processed foods with fresh, whole options empowers us to take control of our health. By making these mindful choices, we pave the way for a healthier future, where our hearts, kidneys, and overall vitality thrive. Salt helps control the liquids in our bodies, but too much can make our blood pressure go up, which is not good for our hearts. It can even lead to serious problems like heart attacks or strokes. When we stop eating too much salt, our bodies start getting rid of extra water weight caused by too much salt. Our kidneys, which help balance our body's minerals, have a hard time when there's too much salt, which leads to keeping too much water. Eating less salt means we eat more natural foods like fruits and veggies and less processed stuff. Besides having less sodium, regular table salt often has other things that aren't so good. When we cut back on salt, we tend to eat more fiber and less sugary and processed foods. This helps us feel full and manage our weight. Choosing fruits, vegetables, and beans helps us lower our salt intake and keeps a good balance between sodium and potassium in our bodies. Too much sodium can lead to not having enough potassium, which can raise our blood pressure. Right amounts of salt help important organs like our heart and kidneys work well. But too much salt can be bad for our bones and even affect how our brain works. While it's important not to have too much salt, having too little can also be harmful. This can happen if we sweat a lot, drink too much water, or push ourselves too hard. It's especially risky for people on certain medications or with low blood pressure. Too much salt can make us dehydrated, which means we get very thirsty and don't pee as much. This happens because too much salt pulls water out of our cells. Eating less salt helps us keep the right balance of fluids in our bodies and lowers the risk of dehydration. Cutting back on salt might also lead to fewer headaches, which can be caused by too much salt, making our blood vessels expand and cause discomfort. Eating a lot of salt has been connected to a higher chance of stomach cancer. By using tasty seasonings and spices instead of too much salt, we can enjoy a wider variety of flavors in our meals. Studies suggest that keeping our daily salt intake around 1,200 mg could lead to a big drop in cases of heart disease and even save lives. A 40% reduction in salt intake might mean much fewer people passing away from heart-related issues in the future. Choosing to eat less salt has a bunch of benefits. It helps control blood pressure, makes kidneys work better, lowers the risk of kidney stones, reduces bloating, and gives us more energy. Plus, we don't get as thirsty, our taste preferences change for the better, and our chances of heart problems or strokes go way down. If you're interested in more health-related content, please consider subscribing to our channel